Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. Would y'all like for me to read you a story?
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to, you would have a hard time keeping up with her.
She's so pretty. I want you all to join. Honey, we eat watermelon everywhere we are.
From watermelons to real estate, cow pens to pianos, grandkids to grand ideas, no matter what the day brings, Annette Land handles every situation with boundless energy.
I eat watermelon all the time. Would you like some? This is for fun.
With 6,000 acres spreading across 5 counties, the Lands own one of the larger beef cattle operations in North Florida. Their 2,000-plus herd is made up of crossbred females and registered Black Angus and horned Hereford bulls. When working the cows, the family uses mostly registered quarter horses raised on the ranch. When she's not busy keeping the records, Mrs. Land still enjoys riding when it's time to round up the cattle. Born and raised on a family farm in Suwannee County, Mrs. Land is a 5th-generation agriculturalist and has spent her entire life close to the land. With her husband Raymond, sons Jody and Adrian and their families, the Lands are not only involved in cattle production, they also manage crop cultivation and promotion, and have ventured into agricultural real estate sales.
How many miles of road did you put into this 2,500 acres?
It's probably close to 20 miles.
Since 1974, Mrs. Land has been a real estate broker.
See, that's really good in trying to sell something like this.
As owner of Land Brokerage Realtor, she specializes in the sale of land she knows best, the Swanee River Valley.
I've sold dairies, and I have actually sold several farms and timber tracts, and mostly to do with the land.
Besides running the business at her office in Branford, Mrs. Land also manages the accounts for all of the family's businesses, including its biggest, watermelons.
We're going to do a little seed spitting with the children a little later. Well, that's our lifeblood, is watermelon. From the time I can remember as a child, we grew watermelons. We have been shipping watermelons all of these years. There's nothing like watermelon.
Harvesting starts in Immokalee, then moves north to Wauchula, Arcadia, and Zolfa Springs. From there, the watermelon shipments begin in Branford, where Raymond J. Land watermelon sales will begin packing and shipping the fruit. When the summer season is over, more than 2,500 semi-truckloads of sweet melons will have been delivered to the east, the Midwest, and into Canada.
And so in the years that we've been involved in it, we started working with the watermelon associations. And my husband, being president of Florida and National, I've helped set up conventions. I've helped work with the Queens all these years, both Florida and National. And so we have friendly faces in all over the country that are watermelon people. It's kind of like a family, extended family.
Take a look at the operating budget, the estimate.
In addition to the Florida Watermelon Association, Mrs. Land has actively served on the National Watermelon Promotion Board since 2000. She also sits on a number of committees and serves as the board's secretary-treasurer. Her zeal for watermelon promotion doesn't stop at the boardroom. It is also carried into the classroom.
How many like watermelon? Me. Everybody likes watermelon.
Educating children about the goodness of her favorite fruit is a top priority.
A serving of watermelon has only 90 calories and 0 fat.
Mrs. Land deeply believes that children should be educated about the importance of all agriculture. As a family with children involved in FFA, the Lands have been staunch supporters of the program, its leadership role, and continue to support it financially.
activity at
For years now, the Land family has been involved in the church as well as missionary efforts in Central America. But recently, her family has become involved in another mission much closer to home.
In the past year, my son went into the ministry, Adrian, and he was hired by the Harmony Baptist Association to do a mission down at Rosewood, Florida. And because he became involved, I became involved, and we've almost got the building completed, and the church will grow, and it'll be a church where there was no church, right here in Florida.
We've got a large building here, and we're looking to fill it to capacity.
When I was a little girl, my granny played the piano in our church. And from the time she was showing me about the piano, I think I was 4 or 5, then I learned to play.
These days, Mrs. Land finds peace by practicing piano at her church, the Hatchbend Baptist, where she plays at special events.
I love to play for the church, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I was raised on the Swanee River in O'Brien. I spent a lot of time in the afternoons in the springs along the Swanee River swimming, and I don't remember my life without the Swanee.
In the late 80s, Mrs. Land worked on the Save Our Rivers Act, and through her real estate business was able to help set aside over 7 miles along the Swanee River for preservation. Through her and her husband Raymond's efforts, a piece of property at the confluence of the Santa Fe and Swanee Rivers will remain in perpetuity as a wildlife sanctuary. Annette Land has a rich life. She has a wealth of family and friends who share her passion for the Swanee River Valley and Florida agriculture. She has responsibilities and duties that allow her to meet new people while promoting the things she loves.
Prevents prostate cancer.
And she has the faith and the energy to make things happen.
My mother always told me to rise above whatever you are in. Every day, make it a better day. And I've kind of stuck to that. No opportunity is a problem you can't solve. It's an opportunity. I have just begun. Although I am at this point mature, I love life, and I would like to see my family continue the businesses we've started, and both of my sons are in it. I would like for the grandchildren to go on to college and yet be able to come back into the business and reap the benefits of what we worked so hard for. And I'd like to go on vacation and ski and ride my horse and watch great grandbabies come up.